I'm telling you, James, what the show needs is music.
No music, Roger. I've already spoke to Mr. Shakespeare about your idea, and he said if you tried to add one song, you'd be dancing from a gimmick.
That's a bad thing, right?
Right.
Well, what do you think, James? You know that witch scene at the beginning?
Yes?
Well, we could cast a couple of younger guys as witches, give them the same makeup we used for the girl in Romeo and Toilet, and put in a little...
Because if I did that, I would be paying you next to you on the gimmick.
Can I at least show you the song that I wanted to put in?
Roger, I really don't
Do you
have
remember that certain wine girl at the festival of summer solstice?
Yes?
Well, I remember a certain stage manager saying to a certain actor, thespian, that he would, and I quote, "Oh, you a big one," end quote, if he could get that certain stage manager a certain date with a certain wine girl at a certain festival of summer solstice.
This is extortion.
That's a dirty word. I prefer to think of it as plea bargaining.
Plea bargaining?
You pleaded, now I'm bargaining.
Roger,
Yes, James?
do you recall the condition I was in at the festival of the summer solstice?
Yes.
And how would you describe that condition?
In dire need of female companionship, but so drunk you thought there were 3 wine girls.
Exactly. And did you get a good look at this wine girl?
It was cloudy
Uh-huh.
and dark,
Uh-huh.
and I think I had a touch of the plague.
Well, I did. And believe me, with this one, I owe you no favors.
No, I bet if I had a lead, you couldn't say no to the song. We'll just have to see what I can make about it. Everybody's a critic.
With a voice like his, everybody should be a critic.
Her Majesty, the Queen of England.
How may I help you, Your Majesty?
You're not allowed to speak to Her Majesty. All correspondence with the general affairs will have to go through you.
And you are?
Her Majesty's private secretary.
And how private is that?
I'm in charge of Her Majesty's correspondence.
This sounds pretty private.
You don't even know half of it. I'm not even allowed to read most of it.
Then how do you...
It's his job.
Fine. Then what may I do for Her Majesty?
Her Majesty would like to grace her with you with the present.
Oh, she'd like to buy tickets for the show.
No, she would not like to have tickets.
She would like to be given tickets?
Not quite so much of it.
I wish I could say the same. And which performance would Her Majesty like to attend?
I don't know.
But you're her private secretary.
You would have to speak to Her Majesty's handmaid in charge of scheduling.
And that is...
I am Hilda, Her Majesty's handmaid in charge of scheduling.
The pleasure's all mine. And where would Her Majesty like to be seated? Oh, I'm sorry. Not seated. Which performance would she like to attend?
The 12th would be satisfactory.
The 12th, then.
But then again, the 17th is probably best for next month.
All right, then.
But Her Majesty's schedule is much more open in spring.
This show's not running in the spring.
Well, then you'll just have to extend the rundown, won't you?
Well, I'm sure if Her Majesty would like to sponsor our production during the winter, we'd be glad to perform for her during the spring.
That's a joke, right?
And if it isn't,
Jinsu,
the 17th, then.
that might just do.
And now where would Her Majesty like to be seated?
Well, you would have to speak to Heidi about that.
And Heidi is...
Her Majesty's handmaid in charge of where Her Majesty would like to be seated. Heidi is currently preoccupied.
I should have known.
Where would you seat Her Majesty?
I assume she would like her customary seats in the royal box.
I will see if that is satisfactory with Her Majesty. Your Highness, are your customary seats acceptable?
For what?
For viewing the performance, Your Highness.
And what performance might that be?
Shakespeare's new play, Your Highness.
What is she, deaf?
No. She's just playing. She gets pretty bored with being queen. So we let her have fun.
When will it be performed?
The 17th, Your Highness.
Is that time open on our schedule, Hilda?
Yes, Your Highness.
Do we have any engagements that would impede us from
what's wrong with our seats?
They're atrocious.
So, if the royal box isn't good enough for you, then where would you like to be seated, Your Highness?